Hello and welcome to Casual Tuesday Reviews. This week we watched Joe, starring Nicolas Cage, Ty Sheridan and Gary Poulter. Joe himself runs an operation where they poison trees for deforestation. Set in an extremely run-down part of America, he quickly meets a young lad desperate for work. They then begin a bonding process, during which we learn about both Joe's history and this kid he meets. The film touches on some pretty dark subject matter, including domestic violence, crime, addiction, amongst several other things. Interesting note on Gary Poulter, he was an actual homeless person they found to star in this movie. So everything you see on the screen is just his personality, which is why it comes off feeling so real and so genuine. This week we're joined by Mirus, Tural and Kim.
I'm so glad I watched that movie.
Oh my god. That guy.
Do you know
What do you?
It didn't feel like an hour and 50 minutes either, did it?
No, not the last half hour. That one went past really fast.
Yeah.
I felt it was a bit slow to get going, but when it first started going, you got consumed by the characters, and you just became a part of it. I'm actually surprised how good Nicolas Cage was.
This is one of Nick Cage's serious characters, and when he first plays a good serious character, he's actually really good at it. That's the thing about Nicolas Cage. He's like a roll with the dice. Sometimes you get something really good, sometimes you get really bad. He's nothing in between. He's never mediocre.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of affects his character a bit as well. You know, his character was sort of on the verge of breaking the fuck out and going nuts, but you can tell, you know, he was holding it back. That's kind of what he is as an actor as well. He tries to hold back in non-serious performances. I thought it was pretty good in this, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Well, this is fresh on our mind. Why don't we just go take a circle and see what people think? Phil?
I really enjoyed it. Like I say, it was not what I expected from the description, especially considering that it had Nicolas Cage in it, and it had its sort of artsy elements to it, and some of the more kind of very scenic sort of things, which normally get overdone and just become boring, but they were done briefly enough and appropriately enough that they actually really suited the tone of the film, and I thought that was pretty good. And yeah, like you were saying earlier, the way Joe is always seemingly holding back and stuff has really worked well with the fact that it was Nicolas Cage as well. It's really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What about you, Tural?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It touched upon a lot of different topics in 1 hour and a half, basically. You know, you had alcoholism, child abuse, poverty, deforestation in a way as well, which is pretty cool, I guess. I mean, a lot of stuff happened. I wanted to know more about Joe, like his past and stuff, because we didn't actually find out much about him. You know, his family and, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, why is it so distant from his family? And, I don't know, there's a lot more to think about. I don't know, a bit more detail than that.
I think that's mostly because the film is not about the past, it's about now. It's actually about the kid, not about Joe, even though Joe is more of an influential character for the kid. He's that turns the life of the kid around completely, from probably going in the direction of same as his dad, and then turning into, someone more upstanding.
Should we give ratings?
Yeah, sure.
Out of 10.
Out of 10. I'd actually go as far as to give this a 9 out of 10. I thought it was extremely well done. 9 out of 10. Very, very character driven. I'd give it. I won't give it 10 out of 10 because it had a little bit of a slow start, but once it gets rolling, God, it gets rolling. So, yeah.
Oh God, we jump over that cliff fast.
yeah.
I love how he was silent for like most of the last half hour.
Yeah.
My rating, 7 out of 10, but that mostly is because don't watch it if you want to get in a good mood. It's not a movie for you. Do not watch it if you want to go in a good mood. And don't think of it as a Nicolas Cage movie at all.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
What about you, Tural?
Initially, I was thinking 6, maybe 6.5. It was a good film. Replay value for me, I don't think would last long. But I wouldn't watch it again, maybe. And I like Nicolas Cage a little bit off the edge. Like, it was a good blend in this movie, but I think he works much better when he's just a little bit off the hinge. But I thought it was good. It was good. 6.5.
I am actually gonna go with Phil on this one and just go for 9, because it was amazingly written. It was amazingly done, and I'm actually tempted to read the book this is based on, because
I think the
know
book would
all
be
the
good.
small bits. Yeah, I want to know all the small bits that we didn't get to know anything about.
And then he take a puff of his cigarette. That's like every fucking line.
And his 20th cigarette of the hour.
First 5 pages. Yeah, I think the book had more detail on his past and stuff. I think that'd be much better, yeah.
All in all, today was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Joe. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and you should go and watch it yourself if you think it's up your street. And as always, see you next Tuesday!